Okay, children. So, good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, students. Now we are going to start, you are going to study about the rationalization. Rationalization is a new topic for you. So from the word meaning, from the word, you can understand the meaning. It is something related to rational number. Rationalization. Okay. So rationalization means the process of converting an irrational number into a rational number. The process of converting an irrational number to a rational number is known as rationalization. So rationalization is a process of what? Of converting an irrational number into a rational number. Clear? So can you tell the definition of rationalization? Can you tell what is the rationalization? Anyone? Can you tell? Somebody, Prajot?
Process of converting
What is rationalization, Prajot?
process of converting irrational numbers to rational numbers.
Okay, very good, excellent answer. So it is the process of converting an irrational number to a rational number is known as rationalization. Okay, and you already know there are some rules for the rationalization. There are some rules, but we have studied this earlier, these 2-3 days. Previous 3-4 days we are dealing with the multiplication, division and all. So these rules are also familiar to you. Okay, I'll show the first rule. First rule is, can you see the board now? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the first rule is root of a into root a equal to, without the root, the answer is a. Can anybody tell an example of this? Can anybody tell the example of this? Yes? It is, I have written some variables. Can you convert it into a irrational number? Instead of variable, can you substitute a normal number? Anyone?
Root 2 into root 2 is equal
very
to
good, Melvin. It is root 2 into root 2 and answer is Melvin?
2.
Answer is 2. Good. Another example is root 3 into root 3 equal to 3, right? So you know it. This we have studied when we studied the multiplication of irrational numbers. Clear? So this was the first rule. Root a equal to a. Okay? Shall I move to the next rule? And one more thing. Instead of writing root a into root a, you can write root a whole square. This is equal to root a into root a, right? So what is root a whole square? What is root a whole square? Yes? A. That is, when you get a number with a square like this, I'll erase it and I'll give you. Listen, if it is root a whole square equal to a, the same rule. We can write like this also. Root 2 whole square. Root 2 whole square is, can you tell the answer? Can you tell the answer?
2.
Okay,
2.
let me ask you. Then what is root 3 whole square? What is root 3 whole square?
3.
3.
What is root 5 whole square?
5.
5. What is root 10 whole square?
10.
10.
Actually, root 10 whole square means root 10 into root 10. That is the first rule. Clear? And next rule is, second rule is, root a into root b equal to root of ab. Are you familiar with this? Are you familiar with this? Yes or no? Are you familiar with it? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you convert this into an example of numbers? Can you convert this?
Root 3 into
Yes.
root 3 into root 2 is equal to root 6.
Okay, good. Root 3 into root 2 equal to root 3 into 2. That is root 6. And we'll get an irrational number as an answer. Root 3 and root 2 both are irrational number, and the answer also will get an irrational number. Can you tell an example that the product you will get a rational number? Can you tell the example?
2 into root 2.
Can you tell the example that when you get the product a rational number? This is irrational. This is irrational. This is also irrational, and answer also irrational. Can anybody tell an example that when you multiply, you will get a rational number as an answer? Yes.
Root 4 into root 6.
Root 4 into root 6 is root 24. Yes. You are coming to the answer. Proceed fast. Yes. Yes. When you multiply, you should get a perfect square inside that. Inside the root.
Root 50 into 2.
Very good. Root 50 into root 2. And what is the answer? Root of
Root 100.
Root of 100 equal to, answer is 10. Clear? Okay. So this is the multiplication rule. Okay? Yes? Here you can write this. I'll give you the next question. Next rule. This rule also you are familiar with. Yes. Okay. I'll give the next question. Next rule. Okay. Third one. What about root A by root B equal to root of A by B? What about this rule? Do you know it? Root of A by root of B equal to root of A by B. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell the example? First one, you will get any rational number as an answer. Yes. You can form the examples. You can make your own questions.
Ma'am, with any number.
Any number, no problem. Irrational number, you can write any number. Yes. Tell.
Root 4 by root 3.
Both should be irrational. Both should be rational. Root 4 is a rational number because answer is 2. Take any rational number.
Root 7 by root 2.
Root 2 equal to root of 7 by 2. This is irrational number, and this root 7 also irrational number, and answer also irrational number. Okay. Next example, you should find out some numbers so that the answer you will get as a rational number. So you know what is the clue. You should get a perfect square inside the bracket when you divide. After division, you should get a perfect square inside the square root. Clear? So next example, you should tell about that. Okay, Rifa, can you tell the answer? Next example, can you tell? Next example. Fourth one.
Root 12 by root 2.
Root 12 by? Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, can you tell the answer? Somebody told me root 12 by
Root 2. Ma'am,
yes.
we will do like root 12 by root 2. Then
Root
the
6. Answer is root 6.
root
Will you
is
get an answer for that? Will you get an answer for that? Yes, Rifa? Will you get a rational number as an answer? You should get a perfect square inside of the root. Inside the square root, you should get a perfect square.
ma'am, root
Yeah.
8 by 2.
Very good. Okay, okay. Now you understood. So, it is root 18 by root 2. And the answer is, this is irrational number and denominator also irrational number. But answer when you get, you will get a proper square root and it is 3. So you will get a rational number. Somebody please tell me one more example like this. One more example. Can anybody tell the example of getting a rational number as an answer? Yes. Who will tell? Who will tell the answer? John Samuel? John
Ma'am,
Samuel, will you tell?
root 6 by root 2.
That is root 3. There is no square root for it. You should get a perfect square inside the square root. Yes, John Samuel, try, you will get it. John, try.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You should get a perfect square when you divide. First. Yes, John?
16 by 2.
Are you John? John, will
Ma'am.
you tell the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell the answer, John.
1 minute, ma'am.
Then I'll give one more clue. Suppose you make a number so that some easy perfect square, maybe 36 or 100 inside the square root. Inside the square
Ma'am,
root.
72 by 2.
Is it John Samuel?
No,
Who is that? Is it
Aman.
Surya?
Aman.
Man. Okay. Surya? Surya, I have not seen you
Yes,
many
ma'am.
days. Are you there in the class? Eh?
Yes, ma'am. I was here.
You are very silent. So after John Samuel, you should find out one number. Okay, Surya? I'll ask you
Okay,
also.
ma'am.
Okay. John Samuel, tell me the answer.
Yes,
John
ma'am.
Samuel. Yes, yes. Tell the answer, John. Very easy now. You should get a perfect square inside the square root like this. Like this. Select the two numbers such that you should get a perfect square. Select two numbers for the division. Hurry up, it is a very easy question.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
had done this. We had done this. Same question we had done earlier. Yes, John. John is calculating. No problem, you find out the answer. Others also. One number you should keep with you.
Ma'am, 16 by root 16 by root 2.
John, you did not get the proper thing, what I told you. Root 16 by root 2 is root 8. 16 by 2 is root 8, no? So it is an irrational number, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you find a rational number as an answer? That is my question. To get rational number, it should be a perfect square. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Not this. Not like 16. If you will get 16 as an answer, you will get a rational number. So try to find out some number.
Can I say?
How will, wait, Melvin. Let John Samuel tell the answer. How will you get root 16 as the final answer? How will you get? Can you take two numbers so that you will get root 16 as an answer? Children, please bear with us because I want John Samuel to tell the answer. Okay?
Ma'am, I'm not getting.
Yes. John, listen. If it is root, you told that root 16 by root 2. So you'll be getting root 16 by 2. Sorry. Equal to root 8. Look at these numbers. Okay. This answer is irrational, right? Isn't it? There is no
Yes,
answer
ma'am.
for this. There is no, it is not a perfect square and you will get an irrational number as an answer. Okay. Suppose if I take root 200 by root 2, you will get
Ma'am.
root 200 by 2.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am,
And
root 72 by root 9.
is it John Samuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, I'll raise the board. You tell that. Now did you understand what I told?
Yes.
Okay. What is your example? Root
72
by
root 9.
again root 9. Then you will get root, what is the answer? What is
4.
72? John Samuel, root 72 by root 2.
Ma'am, if it is root 81 by root 9.
No, John. Both should be rational. When you take, both numbers should be rational. Like this, root 72 by root 2. So when you divide 72 by, even though both the numbers are irrational, when you divide, what answer you will get? You will get root 36. What is the answer of this? 6. Look at root 36. Why did you get a proper answer? Because 36 is an irrational number. Why you got 36? Because you have taken 72 and 2. When you divide, you will get a perfect square. Can you find out some numbers like that? Can you find out some numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
John Samuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you tell the answer. Tell me.
Ma'am.
Select two numbers such that when you divide, you should get a perfect square like this. Like this. Take some easy numbers. Fast. John?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell the answer. Are you there?
Yes.
Show your face. Then John, tell the answer. How will you get root 100 as an answer? How will you get root 100? Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, you
if
tell
it
your
is
number.
square 12 and root 6.
Again, you made the mistake. Root 12 by root 6. What is the answer? John, what is the answer? Sorry, children, please. Please, let me make him understand. When you divide, what answer you will get?
2.
Root 2. Is it rational or irrational?
Irrational.
Will you get a rational number as an answer? I'm asking you, will you get a rational number as an answer? Others are playing. Melvin, you are playing. Tell. Select two numbers such that you will get 100 in the square root. When you divide, you will get 100 in the square root. I'll give a clue. John Samuel,
Yes,
select
ma'am.
two numbers such that root 100 you will get. John Samuel, turn your pages, flip your pages. Last class, what we have taken? Flip your pages first. Hmm? Previous class, we had done many questions based on quotient, right?
Yes.
From there, you select two numbers. One question. Notes are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Then,
Ma'am, root 45 by root 5.
very good. So, you are not studying. Eh?
Yes,
Eh?
ma'am.
Ah.
Yes.
Now, did you understand?
Yes, yes.
Thank God. Okay. So,
Sorry, ma'am, for wasting time.
don't tell like that. It is not wasting. Okay. So, what is the answer? Root of 45 by
5.
root 5. And it is root of 45 by 5
5.
equal to
Root 9.
root 9. Very good. Now you got the answer as 3. I hope you understood. No problem. It is not a wasting of time. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't think like that. Alia 8B. It is Alia. It is 9th standard class. Okay. Now, Surya, will you tell the answer? Surya?
I'm root 8 by root 2.
Yes?
Root 8 by root 2.
Okay, good. Very easy question. Root 8 by root 2. Okay. Very intelligent. Very easy question. Very easy numbers. So what is the answer? Root 8 by 2 equal to root? Tell the answer.
4.
Root 4 and answer is
2.
2. Good. Okay. Now, listen children, now listen, all these rules I will show again and you have to identify the rules. Okay. Okay, children, can you see the board? Can you see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the rules. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Now, these are the rules. Okay. These are the rules. So, this is the first one. This is the first rule. Can you see it? Root A into root A equal to root A into root A equal to A. Or root A whole square equal to A. This is the first rule that we have studied. Are you remembering that? And see the example. See the example. Can you read? Melvin? Melvin, can you read it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Will you read? Example. Example this.
Root A into root A is equal to root A. Hey, symbol.
Then, what about the
Or
example? Example.
what is
The second
root
round which
5
I have.
root 5 into root 5 is equal to 5.
Okay. And it is
Or
root 5 whole square equal to?
square is root 5.
Equal to 5.
Root 5.
Okay, okay. Okay. Then the second one is?
Root 3 into root 5 is equal to root 3 into 5.
Okay. I'll ask
equal
somebody
to
else.
root
I'll ask
3.
somebody else. Okay. Second rule. Root A into root B. Meghna, will you read it? Meghna, will you read it? Meghna, will you read the second one?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
encircled it with the blue ink. Yes, Meghna?
Example,
Mm.
root 3 into root 5 equal to root 3 into 5 equal to
Which
15.
rule is that? Which rule is that? Which rule?
Root,
We
root
are
A into root B.
we are making the root as a common root, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
So are you familiar with it? Are you familiar? Yes, Meghna, are you familiar with that rule?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what about this one? This one. This rule, last rule. This rule. Okay. Who will read? Surya, will you read? Surya,
Yes, ma'am.
will you read it?
Which rule, ma'am?
The last one which I encircled with the red ink.
Root A by root B minus root A by root B, or root A divided by
Root B equal to? Yes.
root A by B
Equal to?
equal to root A by B.
Root A by B. And will you tell the example of that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the
Root 5
example?
by root 3. Root 5 by root
Root
3
3.
minus root
Not
5 by root
minus,
3
dear, it is equal to.
equal to root 5 by root 3
Ah,
or root 5
root of
divided by
5 by
root
3.
3.
And this is the rule
Yes.
which you told the answer and John Samuel also told the answer. This is the rule. Remember? When you divide, you will get a rational number, and sometimes when you divide, we will get an irrational number. Okay, Surya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now look at the third one. Third rule. Third rule is, what is this? This C plus plus. What is that? C plus C root A, D plus or minus D root A. When you see the example, you will understand that. Okay. That is, we already know it. What is that? 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3. What is the answer, Prajot? 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3. What is the answer? 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3? 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3. This.
7 root 3.
7 root 3. Prajot, can you see that? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
So 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3, both the roots are same. Irrational numbers are same, so that you can add that. Add that. That is 2 plus 5 equal to 7 root 3. Clear? Adil Mohammed? Adil? Adil? Yes, Adil, listen to it.
Yes,
If it
ma'am.
is minus, if it is subtraction, that is, it is given plus or minus. It is given plus or minus. What do you mean by plus or minus? When you add, you will get plus. When you add to it. Plus, you add to it. And when it is minus comes, you are subtracting it. Only that. Okay. So this rule also we are familiar because we have done already so many questions. Okay. Okay, children. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the rules. Today I will send the notes. You have to write all this. Clear? Okay, I will show this. Are you familiar with this? Okay. Are you familiar with this? Simplify.
Yes.
Root 48 is find the perfect square and by using the prime factors. Clear? This was the earlier topics that we have taken. Root 48 we have done in two different methods. One method, method 1 and method 2. This is method 1, and this one method 2. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this one are the properties of irrational numbers. Properties of irrational numbers. Second slide is the properties of irrational numbers. And next slide is the application. Application of the same thing what just now we studied. Can you see that? Rihan, Rahim? Rihan,
Yes, ma'am.
can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
This also, so all these 4 slides we have done already. It indicates the rule. If I send these slides to you, it will be easy for you now. Now it is very easy because we have done many questions and we are familiar with all this. Okay? Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now listen. Okay. Now today's topic is rationalization, but we did not start rationalization. We had done many rules of rationalization before, and just today we explained all those things. And next class we'll going to study the rationalization. It is very simple and it is very interesting also. If you are studying it in a proper manner, it will be very useful for you. Okay. So shall I wind up now? Okay. Some more students are coming for this class, for the next class. Okay. Shall I wind up the class now?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, thank you.
Yes,
Study
ma'am.
well
Thank
and
you,
write the notes.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
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 Okay. Bye.